Hello, TVR Universe. It is me, Dave, from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. Now, do not go anywhere. If you're new here, we've got a lot to talk about. On this week's live stream, we're going to be pushing absolute value. We're going to be talking the best ways to grow your community here on YouTube. We're going to be looking what strategies to use, and more specifically, we're going to look at how you can use shorts, videos, and live streams to not only connect with your viewers, but to build your brand here on YouTube, grow your YouTube channel, and give absolute value. Let's smash out to the millions of people out there that can come across this video. You guys rock. Let's crack on with some value. I am pumped up today. I am so pumped up because I cannot wait to give you value. Check out our merch. All right, let's crack on with some value. So the first things I want you to think about is the YouTube strategy. So, grab a drink, grab a pen, grab a pad, get your notebook out, whatever it takes, write down some notes, and I want you to apply at least some of the things that I'm teaching you guys today, because I really want the best for you guys. Now, for those of you that watch my weekly YouTube videos, you know how much I love giving value and how much I think you guys do rock, and I'm loving seeing your channels grow. So the first strategy I want you to think about, if you're not doing so already, is thinking about what value you can bring to your audience, being your subscribers or new people coming to your channel. You want to think, right, what problems can I solve within the topic of my channel that will help my viewers, again, being subscribers or new people. So every video you make, you want it to give value, you want it to be worthwhile. Don't just make videos for the sake of it, but more importantly, if possible, solve some sort of problem. So if you're a baking channel, it's like, a little tips on the best way to make a Victoria sponge. If you're a gaming channel, how to beat a certain boss. Do not just, make what everyone else is making. And also, another little mini strategy I want you to think about is, what could you do that's perhaps different? So check out other people's thumbnails, see how you can make your thumbnails a little bit different. Look at people that make the same types of videos that you're thinking of making or that you already make, and then think, how can I make my content stand out from the rest? How can I make my thumbnails stand out? How can I make my videos a little bit different? And what I would say actually is, give as much as your personality across over the camera as possible. I think that's massively important, because if you do that, then people will connect with you. And I think it's really good to share as much of your I don't mean like hang up every little problem you got. I just mean just be yourself, because you might think, well, Dave, I don't like being over the top and that sort of thing. That's fine. You don't have to be. You could just be sort of just a normal mellow person. But if you just tweak it up a little bit just for the camera, they say like the mirror puts on £10. Say a video camera probably takes away 10% of your personality, because you don't pick on those find those ooh-ons or whatever to call it. So if you can just sort of tune it up just a tad, then it'd be amazing, and then you'll be just at that right level for you to come across, and you want people to connect with you, because if they do, that's part of the value that they're getting. They'll be thinking, oh, this lad, this girl is a really cool person. I really want to check out their content, come back on a weekly basis. And that's ultimately what you want. You want people not only to subscribe. The golden people that you want to grab are people that come on the return. You want people that come week in, week out, or at least every other week, that watch many of your videos because they just dig you. No matter what your content's about, they're there because they like that topic. But if they can relate to you, if you just show those people how cool you are, and I believe that all you watching now, silent listeners, regular viewers, whoever you are, you guys rock. I genuinely do mean that. And you've got something to give. Think, what sort of different twists could I have on this particular topic that would bring value? So if you're getting value so far, smash that like button, as I want to talk about a very particular strategy in a moment. I'm just going to have a brief look to see if anyone's in. Here he is, the value himself. Hey, welcome, Brad, to the green room. All right, here we are bringing out that absolute value then. So the first strategy I want you to think about is using shorts is a really good way to bring value. Now, I don't think shorts should be your main content. I personally think shorts, it's a new feature that YouTube is still experimenting with. You know, you've got the short shelf and that sort of thing. But I want you to think of shorts as like a mini wingman, you know, like extra or extra content. So I really do think that you should do live streams and main content before you even think about shorts. Personally, you should always make sure you do at least one really good video and perhaps live streaming, but we'll get onto that later. But anyway, shorts is a really good way to give little tips. Now, the basic rules of shorts, they have to be on the phone, or they have to be on the phone, but they like it if it's vertical, it's got to be under 60 seconds, and just give value again or solve a problem. So the best shorts to probably make is just make sure, oh, and you also have to have shorts in the title and description, just a good bit of practice so YouTube can identify it's a shorts video. And what I would recommend is your YouTube strategy then for shorts is just make tips. So again, I'll just use gaming as an example. Just think, right, what's the best weapon on Call of Duty, for example, or the best way to kill a certain bad guy, or it could be, you know, a new game that's coming out, you can announce it, that sort of thing. If you're a baking channel, I don't know, it could be like the best wooden spoon to, you know, stir the mix to make a cake, you know, that sort of thing. And, you know, here at TVR Creators, I try to think of just very brief things that I think might help people. So, you know, the best lighting to use when you're recording, like I did last week, and the best microphone, very specific. So I'm giving value, you know, because it's amazing how many people might not know that, but also I'm solving a problem. So you're seeing the theme that we're going here. So, you know, you want to solve that problem, what it is. If I think in the nicest possible way, if you're just spurting out content willy-nilly whenever, and not really thinking about what content you're making, then the chances are people aren't going to care, they ain't going to watch, they'll probably leave your video and off they go. So think of the shorts video is a very simple way of just coming across, giving a nice little tip. It could be a hello video, that's fine, but I personally think you should give value. So a nice little tip, something brief and to the point, and perhaps you could just throw in, you know, if you want to see more of our content, you know, hit that subscribe button, that type of thing. You know, so people, if that's the first video they've seen. So the other thing you want to bear in mind is every video, even this video I'm doing now, could be the first time. And I appreciate, you know, I might repeat myself a little bit, but for some people, every video you make, there will be new people that they will comment in the comments, or they'll just watch and they'll be silent listeners. So you've got to bear that in mind. So you want to make every video the best video that you can possibly make. I'm going to cheers to that. Here on Absolute Friday, here we are. So, shorts. Feel free to put in the chat how you use shorts. I'll be interested to see what you think. Is there anyone in live chat that's going to talk about shorts? Feel free to do so. Or if there's something you want to know about shorts, put it in the comments. Or if you watch this on the replay, don't worry, this is far from the end, don't worry. If you watch it on the replay, comment in the comments below. I'd like to see how you use shorts or how you're thinking of doing it. But I would definitely recommend, and it's a good way to get views. So if you're thinking, right, I want to grow my channel, grow my brand, shorts is a great way to do that. And this is where I'm going to get with the next strategy then. So you want to grow your community. So going back to sort of how we started when we talked about growing your community. Now, obviously you want people to watch your content. If possible, every video you want to bring in new people, because they're potential people that will subscribe and help your community grow. But you really want to give value to your core subscribers, and more importantly, the golden few that watch every week or every other week. Those people you want to feed with as much value as possible. I know I keep saying that, but it's so true. And this goes on to my next YouTube strategy, which is live streams. This is what we're doing now. I personally, through personal experience and through watching other YouTubers and just through, you know, doing this on a weekly basis, live streaming is possibly the best way, I know I'm going out on a limb here, but the best way to grow your community. And I would say, if you want a friendly community, you know, bring out that friendliness, you know, project goodness into the world, you know, positivity in the nicest possible way. If you project, you know, hate the world and all the rest of it in the nicest possible way, you will encourage that, and you don't want that because you guys rock. So you really want to think positivity, whatever your channel's about, push out that content, push that value. And why I think live streams are so important, because you know, you can set up that weekly relationship. You can perhaps talk about a particular topic in a bit more detail, like we do on Fridays here at TVR Creators. Subscribe, smash that like button if you're getting value. But what I would highly say is you can connect with your community. You can ask them questions. They can ask you questions. You can have a bit of banter. You know, one of my little slogans, you know, when I say at end of my Tuesday videos or end of all my videos, I'm like, you guys rock. That literally came from you guys, from you core fans, from the TVR universe, as I call you. It just came from banter that we had on one of these live streams. Get value. I believe just came from banter on a live stream. I think a while ago, a few months ago, we had a bit of a running joke here. For those of you watching now may remember, you know, hashtag drink more Dave, because, you know, because I talk so much, I'm like, oh, I need a drink. And they'd be like, hashtag drink more Dave. So it's amazing that what little things you can grow. And from there, you could get ideas. You know, I don't think you should perhaps like try to make everything, because you might overburden yourself. But I do highly recommend that you take on board every suggestion that you get, especially in the early days, because they might go, oh, I'd really like this. Could you make a video on a certain game, or make a review about a certain game? Or if you're a cooking channel, you know, how do you make a Scottish buttery? Is this the first thing that came in my head? You know, might be someone out there goes, you know, Dave, that's a good video. I must admit, I've never seen a video on that. So if you're a baking channel, I've just gave you an idea for free. Talk about that for solving a problem and giving value. And another thing, a musician, I love musicians. I so wish I could pick up a guitar and off you go. But, you know, if you had a live stream, and this is something I don't think musicians do enough. You know, you could be like, right, I'm doing a live thing on, I don't know, Saturday night or something. And you could like play some of your own songs, play covers of different songs. I think as a musician, it's a great way. And I've had discussions with some of you in the TVR universe that are musicians about, by doing covers, you pull in the people that don't know you. They get to like you because you know you're a likable person, which most of you are. All you are. You know, it's just me that isn't. But by doing a live stream, this is something I would like to see more actually. You could then do a few covers, and then you could introduce your community to more your own work and that sort of thing. So that's something you might want to think about. Live streaming is a great way, and I would say it just seems to be more the gamers that really have nailed this. There's a new guy I've been following recently. You may be watching now on a replay or live. Binge-worthy Gaming, I think, is a absolutely perfect name for a gaming channel. I don't know how you came across that. Feel free to comment below. But he just got, sorry to embarrass you, I mean this in the nicest possible way. He just has a really nice personality. You think, you know, this guy's laid back, he's cool. And I believe he just like, I think he did like Zelda, he did like Pokemon, I think he did one or two other games. But because he's just got, you know, think of, you know, your part of your branding and growing your community. If people can connect with you and they like you as a person, and this particular guy, he just has a really nice personality. So because of that, I can see his channel growing, because gaming channels tend to grow quicker anyway, just because that's a lot of YouTube. But I just think if you've just got that likable personality, I think it just helps. And that's not saying that other people don't, because there are some great YouTubers out there. But I'm just sort of using him as an example. And if you make your channel really clear what it is, then it just entices people in. So rein it in a bit, Dave. But, you know, I'm just saying, I think live streams are a really good way to build your community, for people to get to know you better, which is massively important here on YouTube. And I think it's just a nice way to connect with your community. I just think it's just a brilliant thing to do. I really do feel that. So yeah, I'm blown away by how powerful live streams are. If this is your first time here, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube tips help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. Now, before we carry on, I just want to say that if you want to support the brand, we have mugs, t-shirts, and I'm going to put it on the other camera because it looks better. We have mugs, t-shirts, and we also have phone covers now. So go and check it out. The link is in the description. And also, if you're a proper content creator, you're serious about this stuff, I have some really cool affiliate links in the description of things like cameras, tripods, lighting. I know a few of you have already bought them already, and you'll probably validate that in the comments. And go and check it out. And what I personally try to do, and this has been brutally honest, I try to find things that I either use myself or I think, you know, that would be really useful. So go and check them out, because they could help you if you don't already have a tripod or you don't already have quite the right light. So by all means, go and check them out. So that is the value. And also, just by watching any of our videos from start to end, or any of the creators that you enjoy, you are supporting them, and that tells YouTube to show it to more people. So bear that in mind. Now, the other one I want to talk about, the strategy then, is community. Now, I know I've sort of gone over that a little bit. That's been the emphasis, because I just want you to realise that growing your YouTube community is probably the most important thing. So you want to take away, and I'm guilty for this as well, you want to take away from, you know, me, I want to get more likes, I want to get more subscribers, and I'm here every week, I'm sort of thinking, right, I need more, I can do better, I want to get more views, and that's fine, we all deal with that. But if we can, and this goes to myself as well, if we can grow our community, give the people that have took the time to subscribe, especially the golden group of the TVR universe, you guys that watch on a weekly basis, give them value. Think how you can make the next video better. Could you work on your lighting? Can you work on your editing? Could you improve your sound by getting a better microphone? Could you perhaps change locations? I'm planning soon to make a not a music video, but something a bit different, just to break it up a bit, so I give a bit more value, just to break up the mold of doing the same type of video, so I'll bring more value to you guys. Think how you can solve problems. And talking about growing your community, take the time to respond to comments, start conversations, go to their channels, like their videos. If there's similar type of videos to you or personality types, take the time to start a conversation in the comments in a natural way, and you'll find if they like your stuff, they will naturally subscribe. Do not do stuff for sub. It will get you kicked off YouTube eventually if you get caught out, and plus it just ain't worth it because you just get bots. Do not, under any circumstances, I mean this in the nicest possible way, buy subscribers or buy views. Or I get it all the time. If any of you silent listeners have done this, just don't. You know, you'll get Instagram messages or Twitter messages like, oh, I'll promote your channel, and that's fine. You know, you'll get 1,000 views on the video or something, but then they're all bots, and then the next video will tank because YouTube will send it to the wrong audience, and then your channel will then suffer. So don't do it. Naturally grow your channel. So take the time to respond to comments, to subscribe to people that you enjoy, to other creators. You know the effort that goes into making all your videos. You know, take the time to get to know them, and they will just naturally do the same. They will like your stuff, they'll watch your videos, they'll be part of your golden community. And I just can't emphasize how important that is, to give value and solve problems. I know it's a bit of a theme today, but it really is. I'm just going to see, I apologize if you've already knocked in the thing. Yeah. Hello to the sounds of, does that say Portugal? I apologise, my reading is rubbish. And Pubzit, I think that's just made up letters, I apologise if that's wrong. Hello to both of you. I believe this, I'm going to call you the sounds of Portugal. I believe you've been here before, so hello, you rock. And I call you Pubsy, is that all right? Hello to you, and welcome to the TVR universe if you haven't been here already. If you haven't already, to you guys and to silent listeners, hit that subscribe button, or if you watch this on the replay, feel free to subscribe and smash that like button if you're getting value. That is something that's highly important. If you have any questions, knock them in the comments below. So I really want you guys to grow your community. So if you don't take anything away from this video, try to take away this. How can you improve your next video? How can you make it more professional? How can you go, right, can I make the lighting a bit better? Could I be a bit more creative? Could I film next to a window if I don't have a light yet? Do I need a better microphone? Do I need to spend more time in my community, just responding to comments, taking a bit more time? Can I get better at designing thumbnails? You know, that sort of thing. And ultimately, if you do this and take that time to grow and see it like a garden, you know, you're growing it, you're stretching it, you're feeding it. If you take the time to grow your community, okay, for some of us it could take a long time. For some of us they may jump. I know people that start at the same time as I did last year and they're way past me in subscribers just because people dig them, and that's awesome. And you guys rock. So just, yeah. Anyway, so if you got value from today's video, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand. If you've got value, smash that like button. Go and buy one of our mugs. Why the hell not? And cheers, because it's the Grand National, I believe, this Saturday. For you people in England, it's WrestleMania, which I'm massively pumped up for. I cannot wait. So if any of you wrestling fans, hit me up on that. And I just want to say, enjoy what you do, give value, solve problems, and you know what? You guys rock. So let's all do it together now. Let's see if anyone's putting anything in the comments. I just want to say to all you people, you guys rock. Come on, let's do it together now. Come on. If you watch this on the replay, watch this live, your next video is going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to be the best video you've ever done, because you guys, come on, I can't hear you. You guys rock. Yeah. See you next week.